afternoon. This is Jody, Simply Stitching Ocala, and welcome back. Thanks for everyone who's returning and all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Okay, this might not work. Little life update. Still coughing. Thank you for all the get well wishes. I'm feeling much better, but still coughing. And the noises you hear are we purchased 20 baby chicks. Where we live in Ocala, Florida, we have 7 acres. And where we used to live, we had chickens for 6 years. We were in a residential neighborhood. And the most we ever had was 8 at a time. Anyways, I thought I've shown some updates on my Instagram, and I get a lot of different people messaging me about it. So anyways, they're in the garage right now because they have to stay with a heating lamp on to make their body temperature be 95 degrees. Okay, this is a YouTube channel about cross stitch, but I'm just giving you a life update. So I hope it's not too, okay, I'll show you one and then maybe I should put her back. But so yeah, you have to keep the heating lamp on to keep their body temperature 95 degrees until they have all their feathers, which generally is about 6 weeks. And these chicks, we went on several different days. Should have brought my sheet in to show you all of them. I'll show you next time. But over several different days, we got 9 different varieties of hens, and we have them just for producing eggs. Unfortunately, one of them did pass away. It is rough for them. Getting the hatchery that they get them from is in Iowa, that comes to Florida. So yeah, we have 19 of them right now, and I did bring one in that I will just show everybody on here. So they're super cute. They're all different colors. This one, and again, I'm not sure which variety this is yet. I didn't bring my sheet in. It might be a Rhode Island Red, or it might be an Easter egger, but they're super sweet. You know, as long as when you raise them from the beginning, you constantly, you know, crazy chicken lady, you talk to them, you know, you handle them. I did post on my Instagram an apron that I have that I sewed pockets onto the front. So I had 2 of them sitting in the front pocket so I could carry them around. This is one of the smaller ones, and you can see that they are starting to get, this one is starting to get just a little bit of their feathers. The rest is just all like soft fur. They are starting to get a few feathers. So anyways, we will have them in our garage until they were, I'm gonna put you back. And then let me just quickly hand sanitize. We'll have them in our garage until they have all their feathers on them. We probably in the next few weeks will be able to turn the heating lamp off though. Like I said, it has to say 95, and in our garage right now, it's, again, in Florida, in the garage right now, it's like 82. So still not warm enough, but as time goes on, okay, as time goes on, hopefully they won't have to have the heating lamp on all the time. And then in our old home, we built a coop with a large run, but where we live now, we have coyotes that we see on our trail cams all the time, bobcats that we see on the trail cam, all kinds of raccoons all the time. Anyways, and there's a lot of natural predators here for them. So we instead, I know the more I talk, the more she's going to talk, but I don't have to go put it away. We purchased a coop that's really well made, but we'll still have to make the long run enclosure so that they can be outside all in the grass. And then we'll use hardwire cloth, you know, for the top and the sides, and we'll actually put it into the ground so that those predators at night can't dig under to get to them. we only had one incident happen with a raccoon when we lived at the other house, but where we are now, there's just a lot. Oh my goodness, you're so loud. Okay, hopefully that's not, I don't know how loud that is on the video. So anyways, I just wanted to share on that. I was going to record this video yesterday, but another life update. We have this beautiful, we just call it the split tree. It's on our property because right around our house itself was cleared because it was pasture land. And so we have woods on the side that my husband has been clearing little bit by little bit to make it like parkish, but still with lots of trees. And where we have the shade and where we have my grandson's baby swing, it was at the split tree when we have a fire pit area. But we had a Duke Energy easement on our property. And so yesterday was the day they were coming to trim the split oak tree, which basically they took almost half of the tree away. It's so sad because they're putting in new poles. And even though this tree is like over 100 years old and it's nowhere near their lines, but federal law says it has to be 75 feet away and it's a whole thing. Anyway, so I had a really sad day yesterday. I know it's a tree, no one's dying, but it was sad for me because when we bought this property, we loved that tree. Before we ever even had a house here, that's where we would hang out. When we would come over, was down by there. And it was sad because we had to take the baby swing down and the limb that was on, they took down that limb. So we're gonna have to figure out somewhere else to put the grandbaby swing. So anyways, I just don't think for me, I don't think I have enough, or it's just hard with my work, work schedule, life schedule, realistically to do one every week. But I'm not gonna do like a schedule. If some weeks I have more, oh my goodness. She won't stop because she hears me talking. If I have more that week, then I'll do one every week. If I don't, it might be 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks. I'm not like putting myself in a hole where it has to be here, it has to not be here, because again, this is just something fun that I like to share my stuff with you. I like to watch other people's. So that's what I'm committing to. Is not committing. All right, so first thing, let's do previous finishes. So let's do this one first. So this one is Choose Happy. Oh, I forgot my board. See, y'all, I feel like I'm prepared and then I'm not. I got a different piece of foam board so that I would always just have that so I wouldn't have to use one of my big ones. And did I remember to bring it in? No. So I'll put on this back paper. It is Choose Happy, and that's by Hands On Design. And that was a free pattern in 2020. And I'll put the link on there that you can get that free pattern at Fat Quarter Shop. They have a link for it. And you can get that free pattern there. Sorry, I had a work notification coming up on here. I'm just gonna scoot it off really quick so I don't have to look at that. Sorry. Anyway, so yes, so I stitched that in 2020 and I can't remember what I stitched it on. Of course it was 16 count, but I don't remember if I used all the called for colors because it was too long ago and I didn't write anything down. The next one is What's in My Cup, Hello Spring. Also done at least 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And this is from Stitching with the Housewives. And they always did the What's in My Cup they always had them on black, but I always change it. And this is actually a greenish blue color. I'm sure it's a Picture This Plus, but it's hard to tell what it is. And I don't think I used the called for colors, but I used whatever I had similarly. And then this cute Farm Fresh from Happy Hens box. I do remember that this was from Michael's that I finished it on. So that's stuff that will go out when I do my spring Easter. I haven't done that yet because St. Patty's Day hasn't come yet. Okay, and then this one is Love Makes a House a Home. And this one is on a shutter from Michael's also. And this one stays up in my office all year long. And I did print out, it's a teeny tiny picture, but I'm definitely one that likes to change colors. So this is the original, which is Country Cottage Needleworks. And you can see it's in pinks and different greens. And I obviously changed it to reds, greens, some brown. I did this several years ago too. Don't love the back stitching on the windows, but again, I stitch on 16 count Aida, so trying to do half stitches on Aida when you're doing back stitching like that, where they want you to put them, is hard. But that's okay. I still love the whole look of it, and it stays up all year long. So put that there, but yeah, it's crazy. And I know a lot of people are not good, don't like to change colors, or too nervous to change colors, but I just, there are plenty of times I use the called for colors, but there are lots of times that I do like to change it and make it more my style for my home or my sense of decorating. So don't be afraid to try it. Just pull some flosses that you like and pull a piece of fabric and do a floss toss. Just put it on there. See what it looks like, All right. And so as far as finishes, so I do have another finish, which is a secret stitch that my friend Holly Jones, Mrs. Jones Stitches, has organized for our little friend group. So, and it's so cute. I haven't fully finished it yet. I need to do that this week because we have to have it in the mail by the 17th. So I can't show that, but it's super cute. So I'll be excited once I can show that. I guess I'll only have to take a picture and then show it on here after they receive it. So, but I do have several finishes. So let me hold this up. Okay, so this is a freebie that was from Erica Michaels, Hugs and Kisses, on her Facebook group. And I actually used, so last month in my Life's a Bowl of cross stitch, you get the long tube pattern that's already on fabric, and then you get another smaller stitch, and I wasn't doing the smaller stitch that it came with, so I used the fabric from that, and I used also the finishing, the felt for the back, and also the I can't think what this is called, but I used this from that kit also to finish this. So that's one of them. And then, so I'll just show this one next. So this is the March Life's a Bowl of cross stitch kit, and that's from Pine Needles. And I'm sure you've seen plenty of those. So that sits in a dough bowl in my front entranceway that I just change out monthly. So that's all finished. And then the small Queen Bee flower farm from Hands On Design, the small little portion of I did of it that I finished after pulling that out for the Brick City retreat. I found this small easel chalkboard at Dollar Tree. Reflection. And so that is just, I did the fabric with the sticky board and just a simple bow and covered button on it. And then I just drew some little dotted lines like the bees are flying on the chalkboard. So that'll go with my spring bee. Actually, when I put out the bee is more summery, I think. Again, last year was the first year I put anything out in this house. And last year was the first year that I actually even did a whole bee display, and I only pretty much did it on my tall tier tray, so we'll see what it's going to end up as. And then the last one I did, this one is My Work Is Done by Praiseworthy Stitches from the Just Cross Stitch magazine of April 2023 that Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher had brought up to me to stitch, and I love it. And I did it on, again, just finished on another piece of sticky board with fabric, and a bow with a cover button. And this is on an easel. So this is on, I saw, I think Alicia told me about Stitcher with a laughing face. And so I had watched her video, and she showed this house that she got from Dollar Tree, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. I need to go get that. And I literally went out that night at 8 o'clock at night just to go get this. And that was the same night that on the way home in my neighborhood, I almost hit a coyote because it ran right in front of me. I had slammed the brakes on. But as you can see, it sticks out further on the sides. I mean, the stitching would fit on this, you know, skinniness, but I wasn't gonna not put a fabric backing. But it's great because it has an easel, and it's gonna sit on my top shelf in my craft room. So I'm okay that it comes out past the sides because it's just a great easel display basically for $1.25. So yeah, this was a quick stitch. So that's out in stores now if you're interested in that. Again, it's just Cross Stitch Magazine, April 2023. Again, I did change the colors. They're similar to what they had, but I did change some of the colors on them. So, but I really love that and can't wait to put it up in my room. I know, and maybe one time I'll record from my room. It's just my craft room. You know, we have 10-foot ceilings in our house, so it's very tall, and so what you could see behind me is just my tall white cabinets. Like, you can't see any of my decor because it's above that. So, but maybe one time I will. I thought about doing it one time, maybe if I just stood, if I stood up in there, then maybe if I stood, you'd be able to see the things in the craft room instead of just like a white cabinet, because that's no fun. Okay, so before I get to whips, let's get to haul. So over here, let's see. So I have purchased from her many times. Heather from Vintage Moose, and she put it on this cute little card. So she does really cute needle minders, and well, she does other things too, but I've always purchased needle minders from her. So I got these for Valentine and like spring or everyday. Be happy, hugs, and love. And they're like in the like bottle cap design. So here, let me just take one off. So, you know, regular size needle minder, bottle cap. And they're in like a Ray font, a Ray Dunn font on those. And she actually sent some stuff for giveaway. So she sent several items. So I may do one of those this week. The next one, when I was at my local Needleworks store, which is Brick City, I said to Jean, I'm like, I look up on the wall and I said, where did that come from? Did you just put that up? And she's like, it's probably been up there for like 10 years. Now, I've been going there for 4 years. She has a lot of stuff up on the walls, and I literally have never noticed it. And it's actually right above the Classic Colorworks floss display, so I have no idea why I've never seen it. But it's called To Stitch or Not to Stitch by Big Toe. And so it's a cute design. It's an older design, but I thought it was super cute to put up in my craft room. And it's a lot of just letter stitching. Of course, I will change the colors on it some. I haven't decided what yet. But yeah, I will change the colors on that some. Another one, which I'm not going to stitch just yet. I'll probably start probably late April-ish, because I'll put out after St. Patty's Day will be Easter, and then like Eastery spring, and then I put Patriotic out like mid-May to like mid-July. So but Emily Call, which is Salt and Pepper Stitching, or on Instagram, salt.pepper.stitching, which I just love all her things. And so she just came out with these new Patriotic, and you get 2 of them. So those are super cute. I'm not sure if I'll do them as pillows or if I'll do them something different. Haven't really thought about it, but as soon as those came out, I had to get those. And then I honestly can't remember because last year, because we had not been in this house very long, I did not decorate for Easter. And so I don't actually remember if I have a lot of Easter stitching or not. And I have not gotten the bucket out for that yet, but Cherry Hill Stitcher just put this cute bunny food pattern out. And one of my floss packs that I just got from Color and Cotton is all cute, like spring colors, which of course I'll change some of the colors on it. And so I'm pretty sure I'm going to use that for this. I'm not putting it in the rotation just yet because I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I don't mind having all the whips, but I was like, okay, I need to focus on like a plan. But I'll go into that more in a minute. Okay, another thing I purchased, and I've only made one of them. So this cute zippy bag, which is Lori Holt. That's the front, that's the back. So they basically, there's a zippy 1 and then there's a zippy bag 2. And it's gonna be hard, you can't show it on here, but basically all you do is on the panel, you cut things apart and it'll tell you like, this is the top piece, this is where the zipper goes, this is the bottom piece. So there is no lining inside. But so I have both of those. I just haven't, so that's the small project bag. I haven't done a large project bag because I've only done one of them. Because again, with me being sick and different things, I just hadn't done it. But those are really cute. Like if you don't want to think about, and it already just has like a cute pattern and you don't want to think about what you have to do, just go on, you can get them at Fat Quarter Shop and just type in zippy bag. And hopefully they're in stock. I didn't check to see. I'll try to put the links below so that you have those. And then, so basically, my friend Allison, who is Alley Cat on Instagram, her and I Marco Polo back and forth about stuff. And every month so far this year, like she has a whole plan, and it's for cross stitch and quilting and all the projects, and she's marking stuff off and all those things. And I'm like, I am writing all the stuff in my planner, like what I'm doing that day, but I'm usually not like, I don't want to have a plan. Like for me, it's hard. I tried before to do like, oh, stitch this on Monday or stitch this on Tuesday and I'm like, I normally, only stitch at night during the week after work. So probably only from like 8 to 10, maybe 10:30. And then on the weekend, it just depends on like what we're doing. But, sorry, I just decided, I was like, I need a plan. Like I need to like write something down that I can see. And so I decided to like go through what I had and pull out and be like, okay, if you haven't even started these things, put them back. You're not starting them right now, which is again, like I want to start that bunny food, but like, no, you don't need another whip right this second. So, although I told myself if I finish something, then I could feel like I could bring one more thing in to start. So I could bring it in because I did just finish my secret stitch and I didn't put something new in. So maybe we'll see. So what I currently have on here, so I have it broken down by like regular stitching and then stitch along. So this is just for this month for me. So I need to finish the hands-on design Mad for Plaid, which is winter, which is more, like I said when I showed it before, excuse me, it's more, like I did it more like Valentine-ish colors because I put out my Valentines the beginning of January, and then it'll stay up all of January, all of February. So I know I need to finish that, and I only have like the bottom row, I think. I think I even started some of the bottom row. I didn't bring that in here, but that's on my list. Like I know I just need to like get it done. Then let's see. Then the Chicken Club. So I started the first one of the Chicken Club, and I don't know if I'm gonna do all of them, and that's by Lori Holt. I don't know if I'll do all of them, but I definitely wanted to do just a couple of them. So That's the first one, which is Cornelius. And doing this on, I think 16 count Olympia, I think. But that's where I am so far. But I just feel like with these colors, it might be something that I put in my stitching room or possibly in my kitchen pantry, I'm not sure. But that's on my list that I would like to have finished in March. Like, these are things that I'm working on to hopefully I can have finished in March, or that I want to keep working on, like that I really want to like get finished. So I have that. Then the spring, the Stitching with the Housewives Club. So, you know, if I want to put it up with stuff for spring, Easter, I just wanted to see. So what I have right now done is I have that much done. And like after seeing Alicia's, girl, I wish I would have thought about that before. I probably would have rather have done them as separate pieces. And I don't know, I was so excited to do it when I got it and started, and I did a big bunch of start. And then after I saw how you were doing it, I was like, dang. So, but it'll be fine. I'll figure out, not sure what I'll do with it yet, but I'm gonna have a pretty big start because I'm not doing on this one, I'm not doing the whole March, April, May across the back, across the bottom. So because, like I said, I put up Patriotic mid-May. So anyways, that is something that I would like to get done this month as well. So, or maybe I did bring the Magic Pad in here, didn't I? Let's see. Maybe this is it. See how much I have left. Yes, it is. It's in my cute bag from Jess at Como Stitches. It's a Valentine bag, but I just love it. It's a love bag, so I can use a love bag all the time, right? And I love Jess's bags. So let's see. This is the pattern of what it looks like, the winter. I'm sure you've seen it, it's been everywhere. But again, I changed all my colors to reflect more. And so that's where I am on that. So I only have to do 2 more cups. 2 more cups and a couple stitches. So, I mean, really, if I sat down in one night, I could just whip this out. But I guess it's also, I haven't decided. Like, I know they just came out with like different seasonal ones. And I have the backer board from Chantel already, but I just haven't decided. I have it glued together even, but I haven't painted it because I was like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do black, if I wanted to do white, if I wanted to do a color. So I'm just undecided on this whole series. So we'll see what I end up doing with that. Okay, then, yeah. So this one, I'm not sure why I put this in here. The farmhouse. So I think I did talk about it before, this farmhouse Stitching with the Housewives. Again, there's a space I want to put it above the doorway in my family room. And I had started it on black 16 count Ada with the white. And I was just like, you know, I don't love it. And then I decided, like, why am I doing, no, you should do the color that will match. And so I pulled it out and I saved that piece and I've restarted it, except I can't remember what I restarted it on. But so that little bit of green is the barn over here, and then that blue is the E. So that blue is Rain Shower, which is like a blue gray, which totally matches my house, as you can see. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna frame that, because I don't normally like frame a lot of things either, but I would like to have it in a long, like woody, rustic frame up there. So I was like, I'm just gonna restart it. So I did. Now, this is not probably something that I'm gonna have done in March, because I feel like this is just kind of like when I feel like working on it, that I'll just pull it out. Because again, it's like I know exactly what I'm gonna do with it, where it's gonna go, the whole thing. But I just haven't been focused on stitching it yet. but that is like another one. And then that's for like regular stitching. Then there's stitch along stitching, which Hive Rules started on March 1st. I'm so glad. And again, there's a Facebook group, which I'll have the information below, from Denise. If you want to participate in this, I think she's going to be doing some prizes as well. And then also, Alicia is doing a stitch along hashtag, what is it? I don't know if it's all the bees stitch along, stitch all the bees. I'll have to look that up and put it below. But anyways, it's in my cute bag. I was gonna make a bag, stitch a bag, didn't get around to it, so we're just using this cute one from Julie Weston, which is Holly's mom, on Instagram. And I ended up, I know last time I was undecided, I ended up going with the 16 count Olympia and not using the Hive fabric because I just didn't feel like it was showing up enough. And I do have the first section done. So, and I am using the called for DMC on this, right? Yes, I actually am using the called for. So that's how far I've gotten on that. And this stitch along that just started, I have this in my awesome bag from Jess. Como Stitches, so cute. And she did send one of these as a giveaway. So I will do a giveaway for that today also. And this is little, I will make sure I don't show anything. So this is Little Dove Designs, the Sewing Room Mystery Stitch Along. So you sign up for it. Now you could have signed up for kits. Now she's over in the UK and I don't even know if there's any kits left anymore, or you can just sign up and purchase the PDF pattern. And I think you can only do that until April 1st, and this goes until August. And then I think as of April 1st, she's gonna stop and you're not allowed to purchase the PDF anymore. You'll have to wait until after August or September whenever she releases it as a whole pattern. But so this is, like I said, once a month. This also started on March 1st, and I was super excited when I saw that for my sewing room. And did I write on here what I was doing it on? It's 16 count, can't remember what it's doing on. This is what I have so far on this one. And I can't show you the pattern, but basically it's another side of this with a pin cushion and then a line across the bottom, and that's it. Except I did mess up. And I was like, I am not pulling all that out. So when I started this banner should have been in like 3 or 4 and then across. And I started right at the very edge. And I realized it after when I went to go do this, because I was like, why does it seem like that's off when I'm counting from the, and I was like, OMG. Seriously? I was like, nope, not doing it. So I just have to make sure that when I'm doing this section, I'm using up here and don't count from here. But I was like, I'm not ripping that out because it's one section and it's just a few stitches. It could have been more this way. So what? In my room, my stuff is all off like that in my room anyways. You know, when I hang stuff up, nothing's perfect. Look at that up there. That's like off. That's not centered either on my banner going across. So I was like, that's me. So anyways, super cute. I did change the colors, right? Of course. I know, I feel like I'm always saying that. Yes. So I did change pretty much every color. Now some of them are still maybe in the color family, but like the browns to me were like super dark, and I don't know. If anybody's interested, let me know. If you already have the pattern, if you're doing it, or if you want to start it, I'll make sure I link below where you can get it from. But if you're interested in my color conversion, I can let you know what that is. But so I'm going to try to be really good because I do really want to finish both Bee Stitch Along and this one. And then speaking of stitch alongs, when I was going through and like saying to myself, like, okay, what are you gonna do? You're gonna like do some of this, stop doing some of this. How are you gonna, what are you gonna do? I just said to myself, you know what? I really, really like the temperature chart, the spools. It would be super cute in my room. But I just feel like I've overcommitted to things. So I was like, okay, what can I do to, you know, this is supposed to be fun. I'm not supposed to feel stressed. I was like, okay, I'm going to do, take something away, and I'm going to take that away. So I had all of January finished, and then I only had a couple in February. And I thought, that's not currently what I want to spend my time on doing. So it's still super cute, and I'm not going to get rid of it, because if I don't commit to other things for next year, then I can pick it up next year, and just January will stay the same, and then go from February of next year and whatever the temperatures are during that, using the same flosses. Because in April, I have another stitch along that's starting with Linda, who's Stitchy Linda on Instagram, that we're doing a Stitcher's Garden, which is the new Nashville release by Tidy Modernist. And that's going to be starting, I think I said April 1st. I think it's actually April 10th. It's going to be April 10th. So I just felt like I was like, I have to take something away as far as like all these monthly things. So I took that away, and that's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so let's see. We went through all the whips. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have more whips than that. I have a lot more whips than that. But like, these are like the newest whips. I have lots of old whips. I don't know. At some point, I need to have a better plan for those too. I don't know. I get stuck, and I want to start something new, and then I start something new, but I do finish a lot also. So I don't know. That's my own thing. Okay, I won't bore you with that. So last week, or no, my last video, the winner that won the floss catcher, which was my floss catcher, the bee floss catcher, which was this. They did not contact me, so I'm going to give you one more chance, and it was Deanna, Deanna Grove, Deanna Grove 3376. So Deanna, if you see this, you've won this, please look down below and then contact me via email so that I can get that mailed out to you. Okay, so last week's giveaways were, first, the adorable project bag, and that again is by Fab Shabby Rose on Etsy. And like I said, I think this is a Pioneer Woman. So the winner of this is Sheila Shields 5202. So Sheila Shields 5202. If that's you, again, please look at the email below and contact me and tell me that you won the project bag, and I will get that mailed out to you. The next one, thanks again to Primrose Cottage for donating patterns for me to give away. And the next one was Shamrock Wishes pattern. And that goes to Cross Stitcher 2236. And that's Cross Stitcher 2236. So if that's you, again, contact me and let me know via email that you won. And then the last one was Lucky Love by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And the winner of that is HYPTA0813. Again, HYPTA0813. So if that's you, please contact me and let me know. Oops. All right. So let's see. So for this week's giveaway, I'm just going to give away, again, this is from Heather at Vintage Moose. Okay, so I'm going to give away, these are 2 needle minders. They'll come as a set. One says peep, one's a cute heart, needle minders. And you can find her at Vintage Moose, New Jersey on Etsy. She has all different designs of these. So this will be giveaway number 1. And then giveaway number 2 is going to be this awesome project bag from Jess at Como Stitches. And that's going to be giveaway number 2. So the question I want you to answer, and this is totally selfish for myself. I don't think, like, I've done some, I do smaller projects. I don't normally do huge projects. And I don't think I've ever done an actual sampler. Like, I think I've done maybe something that had like some alphabet on it. Like, say, like even this one, like this has, ABC 1, 2, 3, but I don't know if that would be considered a sampler. I don't know. So, I would like to know, what is your favorite sampler that's no larger than, say, a 6x8 when you use 16 count cloth? Because again, I only stitch on 16 count Aida, which is, 32 count. So if you 32 count linen, even weave, 6x8 size, because I know myself and I'm not going to do huge. It's going to be a whip forever. That's what happens with my whips that are large. So question of the week, what is your favorite sampler that's a small size? Because I would like to know. And again, number 1 is the needle minders, and number 2 is the great project bag by Jess at Como Stitches. So I think that's about it for this week. Sorry in the beginning if the chick was making too much noises. She's finally been quiet. She went back to sleep. Again, like I said, not going to commit. More than likely, probably won't be a video next week because Saturday is my grandbaby's 1-year birthday party at our house. Can't believe on the 13th, next Monday, he is going to be a year old already. Time's just going by way too fast. But thanks for hanging out with me. I'd love it if you liked the video, if you subscribed. I will make sure to try to link anybody that I talked about, Flosstubers earlier, below, to have those names out there for you. If I have any others that I come up with, I go through phases that I'm watching more and then I'm watching less. Again, depends on how busy I am. If you are a book reader, totally not cross-stitch related, I have been into audiobooks when I'm doing things, whether it's stitching or different projects or cooking dinner or whatever. On my Instagram, simplystitchingocala, you can go on there, and at the top of the highlight bubble, I do have the books so far that I've read for listen to for 2023, if you're interested in seeing some of those. And I just finished another one this morning before work because I love getting good book recommendations. So I know everybody will be ready to get whatever goodies they've ordered from Market soon, and I'll be excited to share. I don't know when mine will be coming in, but I'll be excited to share when I get those with y'all too. So thanks for stopping by, and hope everybody has a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.